Oh, ow. Man, what do I do with that flashlight? Oh, ow. Oh, there it is. Man, it's really dark in here. I can't see anything. Oh, hey guys. Have you ever wondered how your favorite YouTubers make their sets look so beautiful? How everything seems to be arranged in the right spot and it looks so inspiring. All the lights are perfect, the colors match, and it just looks so beautiful. Well, today I'm going to show you guys how we achieve that and how we build a professional looking set on a budget. How we take our room from looking something like this to something like this. All right, guys. That's a little bit better, isn't it? Look at the depth, look at the colors, look at the way that I stand out from the background. That's what a little bit of creative organization and setting up your lights in the right way can do for your image. Now I'm going to take you for a little tour with the Pocket here, and we're going to take a look at these shelves. Look how we organize this area and how we put these practical lights in to build this scene. I'm going to take you real quick on a time lapse to show you how we emptied out this room and rebuilt it. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about some practical ways that you can add this to your space. You wouldn't believe how small this room actually is, guys, but we're making it work. You only have to design the area that the camera captures. I want you to remember that. That's the key takeaway. You don't have to design an entire room, just the area that the camera picks up. So let's take a look at that time lapse. All right, guys, I'm going to take you on a quick little tour of the room in here. We're going to look at what we did with the shelves and how the different layers of the light play to the image that's inside this room. So I'm going to go ahead and spin you guys around. First, we'll start over here on the desk. We've got the on-air sign, which is just a practical ambient light, and we have another practical, which is a salt lamp in here. And then on the back of the monitor is just an LED strip that I'm able to control with a controller down there at the bottom of the monitor. And guys, here are the shelves. So if you guys notice from some of my other videos, these were just full of clutter and I've just been stacking gear on there and not making any sense of it. But we've got organized all of that, and we've put all the lenses. I got a little light up B, some meme glasses there, and you know, we got the drones down here, down below, more lenses, all of the extra cameras and action cameras, filters and batteries. We got some RC cars, more drones, and then over on this shelf, guys, is it's just for decoration. It's all the old cameras, the Rolleiflexes, and old Canons and Nikons that I have, and down below is storage. Now you'll notice, like down there on the bottom, it's still kind of a unorganized mess. I mean, it's organized, but it's not built to be in the scene because you can't see that. Same thing up here on the top. It's just organized. And then let's talk about these lights. First off, in these shelves, I've got some little battery power. These are on magnets, and they just kind of stick on there and they light up these shelves and give it contrast. And I've got that in all of the 6 shelves, or 7, 8 shelves down here on the bottom. Then we've got some purple tube lights, and their only purpose is just to give some contrast and some color pop. They run on the Sony NP batteries, and they're just rechargeable, and they last about a month or so before I gotta charge them. We've got, you know, a little orange practical light down here that lights up this shelf here in orange, and then I have another practical right back through there that does the same thing. It just gives that orange glow, and you know, it bounces off of the wall and gives it that transition from purple to light. Okay, now let's talk about what our, oh, there's some more practicals over here that light that corner up there. Let's talk about what the main key light is. What we're using here is an Aperture 120D Mark II, and we're using the Light Dome Mini 2. And we're using the grid and diffusion on that, and it's 5600 single color light. So our white balance for our skin tones is going to be 5600. And then back over here we have the hair light, which is just an LED panel, which is running probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 3200, maybe 3600, just to give it a little bit of contrast for the hair light. And what that really does is that allows us to really pop and to give outline on the shoulders to separate me from the background. So guys, that's a quick walk around of what we did as far as organizing the shelves and getting the light set up to give the depth. And now what I'll do is I'll go over and show you what the camera is. We'll take a look at that, and then we'll start turning each one of these layers on individually to show you how the image is actually built and what each one does. All right, I'll be right back. Let's take a look at the camera setup here and how we change things around, and what that's going to do as far as adding to the image here that we got. I'm going to spin you around. Here we go. All right, guys, we've moved over to the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K, and we're using the Metabone Speed Booster, and we're using the Sigma 18-35 with a black mist 1/4 filter. And what that does, guys, is that allows us to be able to make all the highlights bloom. In other words, that's how all those bright lights look so fuzzy and my skin looks so soft, is with that filter. There's certain Hollywood actresses that won't get on camera without that filter being in front of the glass. On that, we also have a monitor on there that we can monitor what's going on. And that really gives me the ability to shoot in RAW and color grade this footage and really make it pop. So I just wanted to kind of show that to you guys. All right, let's take it back up top and we'll close this video out, and we'll talk about some practical tips that you can use to build this scene on your own on a budget. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the quick tour of what I did in this studio here today. As you can see, one of the major things that I didn't touch on is that I'm also shooting into the corner of the room, which gives us more linear space and more depth of field. So when you're in a small room like this, if you shoot into the corner, it gives you a longer distance to the background to throw your focus out, which gives you that nice bokeh that's back behind me. Well guys, we kind of covered organizing the space. We covered what the camera changes were, what the filters were, how we arranged the lighting, and we also talked about how the shooting into the corner of the room gives us more depth of field, guys. These are some practical steps that you can take in your space to achieve a look like this. Leave me a comment down below. This is day 22 of the 30 days in front of the camera challenge. My name is Billy Tait, but I want to hear from you and see how you guys are setting up your studios and the practical tips that you have to make your scene the best it can be. Well, listen guys, I'm going to get on out of here, get ready for day 23. We'll be back here again tomorrow, but here you go. As always, have a fantastic day and God bless. We'll see you in the next one.